What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome all my new subscribers. As always, I like to take a second and thank each and every single one of you guys out there that take the time out of your day to watch and support my channel. Pretty excited. In this video, guys, we're taking a look at the Clean by Pan the Organizer tire dressing. Yes, you guys know I love a tire dressing. Quick disclaimer, this is a sponsored video. Pan did reach out and send me his whole lineup, so he did send me this. In no way, shape, or form is this a paid sponsorship. That is for sure. Didn't even tell me I needed to make a video. I have to say that, especially you guys saw my rinseless wash video that I thoroughly enjoyed. But I have to say that because there's going to be people out there that aren't going to believe what I have to say and, well, bite me. Because, yeah, Smurf keeps it real. You guys are going to get my honest opinion. So, shout out to Pan. I appreciate you, man. By the way, this is not the first time I'm using this, so you guys aren't seeing the first time. As soon as I got this, I threw that on my wife's Accord. And stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to see the about 3-week update on my wife's Accord. I will put that at the end of the video so you guys can see it, and we'll do a hydrophobics test to see the hydrophobics. But yeah, I did put this on my wife's Accord. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'll let you guys tune into the end of the video for that. You guys, I brought another friend with me today. Everybody meet Larry. Larry is a good friend of mine from work, and I brought him with me to help demonstrate some of Pan's tire dressings, or tire dressing. But what I'm going to do is, so I've got Larry all cleaned up. He's on my roller here. If you guys saw my top 5 tire dressings video, I really enjoyed that. So I'm incorporating bringing tires from my shop so I can test tire dressings. So I've got Larry here. He's been brave enough to volunteer for this test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split it down the center because you can layer this if you want it a little more glossy. So we're going to see how 1 layer does. We're going to see how 2 layer does. And then we're going to throw Larry on the side with my other friend Lucas, which is the name of the other tire, which I'll be doing an update on that soon. We're going to throw Larry out with Lucas on the side of the house over here and let them hang out. I think Lucas is getting a little bit lonely. So, yeah. So, but I'm also going to put this on my Civic. I'm going to show you guys putting it on my Civic, which is a daily driver, so I can continue to do updates on that as well. My Honda Accord, the wife's Honda Accord, is also a daily driver, but she does not commute in it. I commute in my Civic every day, so we're going to get a whole bunch of different scenarios and feedback from this tire dressing. Now, this tire dressing, he's going after like a matte sheen, nothing crazy glossy. Although if you want it more glossy, you can put 2 coats. Once again, really clean, simple bottles. I love it. Applied to a clean and well-prepared tire. Yes. Free of dirt and tire blooming. So obviously, if you want any tire dressing, not just this one, you have your favorite tire dressing. You want your tire dressing to last. Prep is key. Make sure you get that tire nice and clean, and you'll get the longest possible life out of it. So yeah, apply a generous amount onto your tire dressing applicator of choice. So I have these blocks. They're just blocks of foam. I just cut a block out, and you can see where I initially used it. I just got this little block of foam. Now, silly me, when Pan sent this to me, he sent me tops and spray tops. I didn't know which one went where, but I just grabbed this little top out of my drawer here and put it in and used it as a spray polish because I assumed, or a spray dressing because I assumed it was a spray dressing. But now that I see other people's videos, they're using the little pop top and they're pouring it on. Well, I'll tell you what, it works just fine with a little spray top. So don't hate me, but yes, works good with the spray top. That's how I used it initially when I put it on my wife's Accord. So yeah, this is Smurf. This is how I do videos. So let's see. Spread it on evenly to the surface. After 10 minutes of curing, your vehicle can be driven. Enjoy many weeks of tire protection. Now, if you want to do 2 layers, you can basically, let's say you start in the left front. All right. You work your way around the car. By the time you come back to the left front, depending on your temperatures, For me out here, it's pretty warm. It was 84 degrees today. You know, you come out, you put your tire dressing on. By the time you come back around to the left front, you could probably re-layer it with the second layer if you wanted more gloss. But that's what Larry here is for. We're going to go ahead and do 2 layers on one side and 1 layer so we can see the difference between 1 coat and 2 coats. So I'm excited. And you guys, I know I haven't talked much about the price and anything. Stay tuned at the end of the video. This is a solvent-based dressing. Usually I'm a water-based guy. Water-based dressings. This is a solvent-based dressing. Boasts up to a month of protection. You guys know me. If you guys saw my last video, if I can get at least 3 to 4 weeks out of a tire dressing, I'm happy. I don't try to push it to the limits and get upset that it didn't last me 3 months. But he's very transparent, up to a month. So up to means you could get 2 weeks, you could get a month. Depends on your climate, depends on how you prepped it, depends on the tire. Every tire takes tire dressings different. Those of you guys that detail and those of you guys that know, man, even your favorite tire dressing, because I've had it happen to me, even your favorite tire dressing, you go to apply it to a tire or a detail that you're doing and it just doesn't look right. Well, that's because every tire is different. Every rubber compound is different. It's going to accept the tire dressing different. That's why we've got Larry here. I've got my Honda Accord that I'm going to show you guys. It's been 3 weeks on. And I've got my Honda Civic over here. And if you guys are lucky, I might even just throw it on the GSX too if you guys want to see. That's like 4 different tires. So yeah, I want to give it multiple scenarios, man. And if this is a longer video, I apologize, but that's just how I do my videos because a lot of people are going to want to wonder. So, yeah, clean my pan, tire dressing. I'm going to get out, show you guys my Civic, get the wheels and tires cleaned up and prepped, and then we'll get into application on my Civic, and then we'll go ahead and do Larry. We'll get him prepped up in the garage since I'm kind of running out of sunlight, so I want to get you guys out and then show you guys application on the Civic. That way you guys can see, and we'll have some fun with Larry in the garage. We'll get him taped up and do 1 and 2 coats. We'll have some fun. So yeah, stay tuned. Let's get into it and let's have some fun. All right, everybody. So we've got my Honda Civic here. We've got the wheels and tires. These things need to be cleaned up. So I got my bucket set up. I got my wheel and tire cleaner of choice. I'm going to go ahead and get all these wheels and tires cleaned up before we come back and apply the dressing. Also, we've got Larry here. Going to clean him up too. And so we can do a little test tire there and throw it on the side over there with my friend Lucas, which you guys will be seeing an update on soon. There he is. So we're going to get Larry cleaned up. We're going to get these wheels and tires cleaned up. We're going to have fun. All right, everybody. All right, folks. So we got our clean from Pan the Organizer here. I've got my little sponge here. I've got the tires as clean as I can get them. They're clean. They're dry. I'm going to go ahead and spray. Look. A couple sprays into my sponge. We're going to go ahead and apply this. Now, everybody knows if you want your tire dressing to look better and last longer, you have to apply it counterclockwise. Like this. If you don't apply it counterclockwise, it's not going to turn out right. Totally just kidding. Shout out to the man Mike G with Mike G Detailing, because somebody trolled his video and told him that, I think he said, you're supposed to apply a dressing clockwise, not counterclockwise. And I started laughing so bad because it's funny how people think stuff like that. But yeah, super, super, super easy application. I mean, you really can't get any easier than that. Now this boasts some self-leveling properties. Now I'm not going to lie, when I first used this, I thought to myself, that is extremely too glossy for me. Like, that's just too glossy. That's a lot of shine. But I gave it its chance. And it does self-level fairly easy. And the shine is not that bad. Because trust me, that looks glossy. So what I'm going to do, and I can't even express to you guys how easy it is to apply. Now you see those up and down stripes? That's not streaking from the tire or from the dressing. That's actually just years of curb rash on the tires, because the way I rotate my tires is from the back, they go straight up to the front, and I do crisscross. So at one point, every one of my tires sees the right front. And let's all be real. When your wife drives your car, you know what that means. Shout out, babe, I love you, but you know what that means. Super easy to apply, extremely easy. Just a few sprays. I mean, I can see this bottle really lasting a long time. So we'll see how this self levels. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish all the other tires. We'll give it 10 minutes and then see what they look like. Alrighty, folks. So it's been a little bit more than 10 minutes. It's been like 15 minutes. But let's get in here and check out these tires. Check that out. It's a little bit wet still, just in between the letters. Just a tad bit, but that's where it kind of pulls up. So my recommendation is start off light in my little sponge. For the first time back here, I did 3 sprays. After that, I only needed 1 spray. 1 spray in my sponge. And I left that look. So if you have like 3D letters like this where it says BF Goodrich, you might want to maybe come in and just kind of dab up anything that might be left over there, especially if you go a little heavy. Especially if you go a little heavy on the application. What you're going to want to do is maybe come back in, especially if you've got super thick knobs anywhere that's like 3-dimensional letters, maybe come back in and knock it down just a little bit if you have a little bit of excess. But look at that tire. It started off glossy. It knocks down to a nice, deep, rich tire. And those of you guys that follow my channel know that is exactly what I look for in a tire. Look at that. Check out this one over here. Same thing. Looks fantastic. It looks great, honestly. That's exactly what I look for in a tire. And is this the only dressing that can provide that? Of course not, everybody. Of course not. But if a tire dressing is good and gives me the look that I want, it's going to stay on my shelf. Look at that. Dry to the touch. Yes, I'm pushing. I'm not lightly rubbing. Look at that. Dry to the touch. Looks great. Looks great. Now, should I put it on the GSX here? Currently has a dressing on it right now. But let's have fun with Larry first. Larry, you ready for this? I'm gonna get you guys set up and we're gonna have fun with Larry. All right, everybody. It's me and my buddy Larry hanging out here. You know, while the camera was off, Larry's pretty upset. He says I need to be paying him a little bit more. So I don't know. We'll have to discuss that. But I got Larry here. I got him taped off here. What we're going to do is I'm going to put 1 layer on one side, and then I'm going to do 2 layers on the other side. And I'm going to put a piece of tape here on this side. Piece of blue tape right on this side of the tread, just to let me know this is 1 layer. All right, we got 1 layer on this side. We're going to do 2 layers on that side. Obviously, I have to start with 1 layer first. So, like, since I've got my sponge already primed, I'm just going to do 1 spray. We're going to come in here. And we're going to really enjoy how easy it is to apply this. Like I said, I'm usually a water-based dressing kind of guy. By the way, I would highly recommend using gloves. Don't follow Smurfs. Don't follow Smurf. And go gloveless because you'll be cleaning your hands. But it is solvent based. I mean, even with water based, I'm so used to just going in. So yeah, one spray was enough to do this one side. Larry's looking good so far. We'll come over to the other side. I'm going to do one spray. Go ahead and wipe it in this side. It's crazy how glossy it goes on. And then how it just kind of mellows out to a nice, deep, rich look. So I'm curious what 2 coats will look like. Now on my Civic, I just did 1 coat. So I would have put you guys higher so you guys can see my face, but I figure you guys probably get tired of looking at this ugly mug. Although the beard is awesome. Figured you guys want to see Larry more. I told him, he said, look, I need to get more screen time than you. So I promised him he'd get more screen time. So I'm a man of my word. Larry, I'm a man of my word. So we've got 1 coat on both sides. I will start a 10-minute timer. Real quick, as I said, keep a little microfiber handy because it does get on your hands. I will start a 10-minute timer. Timer. Ten minutes. Start. Larry's going to chill for 10. We'll be back. We'll put a second coat. And then we'll chill again, and we'll come back and see what it looks like. All right, everybody. So Larry's had 10 minutes to chill. There's still a little bit of where any of the excess may have gotten to grooves or letters. Here, let me show you guys. This is why I was saying you're going to want to just apply a light layer, and then if you feel like you need more, but this is just around the lettering or the tread here where it kind of pulls up. You just want to keep an eye on that. But like overall, it's a good looking tire. Let me get my light on here. I am in my garage. Nice satin look. A few spots like here in the tread here. Pulled up a little, take a little bit more time to dry. You can always come in and just knock it down with the microfiber. But for now, we're going to get you guys set up back here. And we're going to do one more coat on this side. Just a little spritz. Because one spray after it's primed will almost do my entire tire. So one spray for half the tire was a little bit thick on application. So yes, I'm going to absolutely expect a little bit of pulling in the letters and stuff like that. So little spritz here. We're going to go ahead and do a second coat here on this side for Mr. Larry. How you doing, Larry? Hopefully you're good, buddy. I told you you're getting some screen time today, my friend. All right. 10 minutes, second coat. Not gonna lie, the second coat actually goes on really nice when it already has a first coat on. Here we go. Second coat is on. You guys can see that. I'll bring you in real quick. Definitely see that look compared to over here. Now this is still going to dry over here into the letters. I'm kind of knocked down just a little bit, but yeah, that's the second coat. We're going to give that some time to kind of cure up. We'll come back in about 10 minutes or so. See what it looks like. Alrighty, folks. It's been about, it's been more than 10 minutes. It's been about 15 minutes, maybe just a little bit more. Had to let the fluffers out so they can go to the bathroom. But went ahead and took the tape off of Larry. We got the left side over here with 1 coat, right side with 2 coats. Check that out. Can definitely see a difference in 1 to 2 coats. Side looks good. I mean, this side doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a lot more glossy. I'm curious what the difference in durability would be with 2 coats. So we'll throw Larry over here out on the side with his buddy Lucas. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Check that out. Yeah, looks pretty good. I like this look though. You guys know I like this look. And for bonus footage, I'm gonna get you guys set up. I got the tires cleaned on the GSX. You guys know I do not like my tires to outshine my wheels. Shout out to my brother Fab Automotive Detailing, because he gets what I'm saying. I get what he's saying. When he said that, it resonated to me very well. I do not like my tires to outshine my wheels. And these are matte black wheels, although they are dirty. I went ahead and cleaned up the tires. These are some Nittos. As I said, every tire takes tire dressing differently. So let me get you guys set up. I'll apply it to the GSX, and we'll see what it looks like on the GSX. Alrighty, folks. So we are here on the GSX, aka Dark Knight. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the tire dressing to my GSX. Now, this is not a longevity test because I hardly ever drive it. So anything I put on here is going to last a while. One spray. Oh! One spray into my little sponge here. And we're going to go ahead and apply. Yeah, like I said, this is not a durability test at all because anything I put on here lasts a long time because I hardly ever drive it. Now, my goal is to, honestly, I want to drive this thing more. I really, really do, but it's just hard. It's not really fun to commute in. Like, I don't understand how I commuted in my GST for so long. But, you know, it makes it easier for me, especially with, like, the power level that it's at because it's super fun to drive. But if I drive it a lot, like, I think most I've ever consecutively driven this car was, like, 3 days in a row. And that third day, you kind of want more power. And if you feel me, you feel me. If you're a car guy, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so yeah, it actually helps, you know, driving my little Civic and I get in this thing and this thing just feels like an absolute rocket ship. So this is a directional tire. So make sure you apply the dressing in this direction. Some people crack me up. But no, yeah, you guys know I like to work my dressing in longer than probably a lot of people. And yes, you guys, I roll the car back and I get the bottom of the tire. Don't forget that. Someone out there in the comments is like, you didn't get the bottom of the tire. You know what? Just stop. Just stop it. So yeah, this is more of just like a look for me. I want to see what it looks like on the GSX because I do not want my tires. See, right now, they're out glossing my wheels. So when this dries, hopefully it's a nice, just deep, rich look, like on my Civic, and we'll see what it looks like. Although these rims are dusty and dirty, so they do have a little bit of gloss to them when they're clean. Maybe I'll wipe them up just so you guys can see, but I don't know. It's just for the tires. So got it applied. I'm gonna go around the car, get it applied, and then give it some time to kind of settle in and come back, see if we have to knock anything down, and see what it looks like. All right, everybody. So it's been about 15 minutes or so. Just went inside, kind of hung out. Tires are looking good. A little bit glossy. A little bit glossy for the dark night. I like, now don't get me wrong, tires look great on my Civic outside because it's on a alloy wheel. So you got to take into consideration what it's going to look like. Some people may love this look, but for my GSX, it's just a little bit too glossy for me. But that could be easily changed if we come over here, grab a microfiber. Excuse my dirty garage, guys, because leaves, it's super windy. Let's see if we can knock this down. Just knock it down a little bit. Sorry, shoddy camera work. And now let's look at that. Now that looks good. Because like I said, my reels are dirty. They're dusty, and that kind of dummies down the gloss on the wheels just a little bit. But now that tire looks good. Definitely. So, you can absolutely come in and knock it down. Look at that. Tire looks good. Tire looks good. I would recommend that. Now on my Civic, no knockdown needed at all. Just like these right here. A little bit glossy. Come in. Just give it a quick knockdown. And look at that. Looks good. Yes. Yes. Knock it down. Look at that. It's looking good, guys. Looking good. Larry, what do you think? Exactly what I thought. Larry's looking good over here. 2 coats over here. A little bit glossier. Nice satin finish over here. Now look at the difference in this tire. Look at that. Tires take things differently. That's why we got multiple tires we've applied it on. So, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is my wife's Honda Accord. Now, I've got the Clean by Pan tire dressing on here that I applied as soon as I got it. It's been about 3 weeks now. Check out these tires. Now, mind you, there's a lot of dirt here. Don't judge my dirt, but it's been really windy lately. And you can see there's a little layer of dust and dirt on it. Look at that. Yeah. But been driving this thing. It's rained a few times. Been driving this. I drove this to work once or twice in the past 3 weeks. And you can see I got my Civic over here that we applied it to. Still a little damp, like on the edges where the tread is. There's a little bit there, which is why I recommended kind of coming in and knocking down if you see anything pulling up. But this is the infamous curb wheel, as you can see. Oh, look, another new one. Thanks, babe. Thanks. Oh, 2 new ones. Check that out. Cool. But the tires still look good. Tires still look good. I'm not mad at all. A little bit dusty after 3 weeks. But tires still look good, and you can still kind of see the line where the dressing was applied. So what I want to do now is give you guys a little hydrophobics test. Yeah, tire looks great still. A little bit dusty, but give you guys a little hydrophobics test. Got my hose here. Let's see how hydrophobic it is even after 3 weeks. Oh yeah. Extremely hydrophobic here. You can't even get it wet. Can't even get it wet. Look at that. That looks good. I could probably just wipe this down with the microfiber. As a matter of fact, let me grab one real quick. All right, so I ran inside, grabbed a quick little microfiber here. I'm just going to come in and wipe it down. Kind of try to dry it off a little bit. It's a little dirty. Now check that out. That actually looks really good still. Not even gonna lie. That tire still looks great. Look at that. Oh yeah. That's really the look I kind of prefer right there. It looks fantastic. And that's about 3 weeks in. Still hydrophobic. Still looks good. So that's definitely a winner. Alrighty, folks. The long-awaited final thoughts segment. What does Smurf think about the Clean by Pan tire dressing? Yes, let's get into it. We've got the Smurf scale here. I'm going to go ahead and grade this out of 5 stars, what I think, in the categories of overall finish, ease of use, durability, price, and scent. But before that, we'll talk about a few things. Me and Larry were just sitting here talking, and we absolutely enjoy this tire dressing. It leaves a great finish. Now, is it the finish that my go-to finish? No, it's not my go-to finish. But is this an absolute beautiful finish on a tire? Hands down. Hands down. And it all depends on the wheel you're putting it on. As you guys saw on my GSX, at first it was a little bit glossy compared to the wheels. Like, let's say you've got like some flat black wheels, you know, and you put the tire dressing on a little bit too glossy, outglosses wheeling. And again, this is my thoughts. For me, in my world, you may like a glossy tire, and you may want to opt for 2 coats because 2 coats doesn't look too bad. Definitely glossier than 1 coat. But how I like a tire is a nice, almost just clean, bare tire look with just a little bit. Now, does that mean I don't use a tire shine that can give just a little bit of color and gloss? No, not at all. After on the GSX, after we knocked it down, tire looked great. So don't be afraid to knock it down a little bit if you need to, man. There's no law against wiping down and knocking down tire dressings to achieve the look that you want, or add another layer if that's the look that you want. So by all means, take it with a grain of salt. But this is for me in Smurf's layer at Smurf HQ, what I prefer. Some of you guys may not prefer the same look of a tire, but if you prefer a deep, rich, just very, very semi-glossy, nothing crazy, this is a great tire shine. Larry back here agrees. Now, let's get into the Smurf scale. I know that's what you guys are waiting for, and let's go ahead and grade it. All right, let's go ahead and grade it. We're talking about overall finish. That's number 1 for me. Now we're going out of 5 stars. Now 5 would be the absolute perfect tire that I like. For me, 5 would be perfect. So what I'm going to give this is a solid, yes sir. Ease of use. That one's easy. Durability. Now this can go many ways because there's so many variables. You know, some tire dressing could last me a month and a half, and it's going to last, you know, Billy Bob down in, you know, the Arctic winter a week. So there's a lot of variables. But from when I'm getting out of it, I'm getting exactly right around what it says, about a month, because the tires that you saw on my wife's car, that's 3 weeks in, and it's rained twice. So it holds up in the rain a little bit. You know, it's not pouring rain, it's not thunderstorms, it's not tsunamis, none of that. But the tires, they held their own. Now for me, like I said, if I get 2 to 3 weeks out of a tire dressing, most of us are going to be washing our cars and reapplying. We don't have to worry about. The only people that worry about not reapplying are people that are trying to get the absolute most. And let's just face it, if you apply a dressing after that 3rd week, yes, it's going to lose a touch of its shine, touch of its performance. So once you see it start doing that in your head, you automatically want to put it back to where to be fresh. So for me, 2 to 3 weeks is prime. Had no problems getting that. Now, so I'll give this a solid. Okay. Price. Now, this is going to be a touchy subject for some because price range for me is on par, if not better, than some of the favorites that I've been using lately, especially if you saw my top 5 video. And believe me, we'll make a spot. We'll make a spot in there and see where this over time ranks in my top 5 tire dressings. But this ranks very, very competitive, if not a little bit cheaper than some of my favorites. So when it comes to a gallon, so this is $19, right? $19 for 16 ounces. And when I tell you you don't need a lot, you do not need a lot. I don't even know how long it'll take me to go through this bottle. Once again, it's variable. I don't detail every day. I'm not applying dressing every single day to 2 or 3 cars that I'm detailing every day. I'm not a mobile detailer. I do not do this as a business. This is me as a weekend warrior. I just do it on the weekends type of ordeal. And this fits right in the price range and if not cheaper than some of the favorite ones I've been using, for the past, 6 months. So when it comes to the gallon, $80, that's a lot. But for a whole gallon would last me years. I'm talking years. There's no reason. I have never in my life bought a gallon of tire dressing. Ain't gonna happen. Now you that have a business that do this all the time, you may have gallons. So $80 a gallon, I don't know how long it would last me, so I can't say that. That's just I can't say how long a gallon. But I'll tell you what, this goes a long, long, long way. Long way. Now, I didn't do my truck or some big knobby tires. No, there's just a lot of variables. But I feel like the price, especially on the 16-ounce bottle, for me and my situation, is very, very competitive. So, give it that. Scent. The thing that really doesn't matter to me, but I know you guys want to know, doesn't smell very great to me. Pan, I love you, man, but it just is kind of like a ceramic coating kind of type smell. It's maybe because it's solvent based. I'm water based guy. I'm a water based guy, but solvent based, I do not care for the smell of this. Now, does it matter? No, it matters how easy it is to apply and the finish that I get on my tire. I could care less how it smells, but some of you guys out there want to know the scent. It's just a chemical smell. It just smells like a chemical to me. It does not smell very great. But it's last on my Smurf scale for a reason. I could care less. Could care less how it smells, to be honest. Could smell like farts, but if it leaves my tire looking good, I really don't care. So, for the scent. All right. Smurf scale's complete. I bet you guys want to know. So, we'll flip it around. We'll talk about it. Boom, baby. All right, we got overall finish, a 4.7 out of 5. Because although it's just a touch darker than I want, it still leaves a great looking tire. Great looking tire, especially if you knock it down. So solid 4.7, ease of use, 5. Absolute a breeze to apply this stuff. It cannot get any easier to apply this dressing. Durability, I gave it a 4.6 in my world because tires are still looking good on my wife's car after 3 weeks. That's a win for me. I don't care what anybody says. For me, if the tires still look good after 3 weeks, it's a great dressing. Price, I gave it a 4.6 because just based off of the other dressings that I have, not in gallons, guys, based off the dressings I have, I feel like it is priced very competitive, especially with some of the ones that are out there. Solid 4.6. Scent, don't hang me, Pan, I love you. 3.1. Yeah, I don't care for the smell, but it doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me what it smells like. Does it get the Smurf stamp of approval? Bet you guys all want to know this. Heck frickin' yes. Smurf stamp of approval. 100% would recommend this tire dressing. Overall, great product. Pan did awesome with this. And the thing you got to know is Pan, he strives for greatness. So I didn't imagine this would be bad at all. But some people out there want to know what the Smurf scale would say. What's that, Larry? You like it? Oh, Larry loves it too, man. So yeah, have no problems recommending this tire dressing cleaned by Pan. Fantastic product here. If you really are a scent junkie and you want it to smell good, oh well, it doesn't smell. The rest of the line smells absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. This one, not so much. But like I said, doesn't matter. I want it to work and I want to finish and I want it to last me at least 3 weeks. That's my overview. I know this was a longer video, but I had fun. Me, Larry, the Smurf scale, we're all hanging out with you guys, trying out this tire dressing and just having fun with it, applying it to multiple different tires. We'll throw Larry out with Lucas and we'll do periodic updates, especially on my Civic. You know, I'm driving that thing every single day, so I will be doing updates when I can. They might be on YouTube Shorts. I don't know. Be quick updates or not if I make a sole video based on those updates. But yeah, once again, long video. I apologize. That's how Smurf does videos. Me, Smurf Scale, Larry, we all want to take the time and say thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch and support our channel and our channel. And yeah, really, all jokes aside, I appreciate all you guys. I know there's plenty you guys can be doing. And for you guys to take the time to support me and the channel, it means the world to me. Pan, once again, brother, I appreciate you, man. I know there's a lot of controversy and a lot of crap going around right now, man. But good products are good products, man. And this is a great product. I have no problems recommending this to anybody. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, if you found it helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. Smash that thumbs up for me. Click that little notification bell. That way, when I upload more videos, you guys will get notified. Also, I will put links down below if you want to pick up some Clean by Pan tire dressing. That's pretty much it. I hope all you guys out there have a fantastic day, night, evening, whatever it is where you're at right now watching. I'm going to catch you guys all in the next video.